Hello everyone and welcome to today's DIY science experiment with Victoria, and today I'm actually going to be doing a few experiments involving fire. So here's a slight disclaimer. Please have a parent or a guardian spark the flame for you. You do not want to get burned. So I really advise that you have an adult right next to you to make sure that everything is okay. So with that said, let's kind of get into our first little experiment, and we're going to be kind of figuring out how we can put out fire without adding water. So right now we're going to have a candle, match, some water, and a little closed container. But yes, I'm aware that this is a funnel, so I'll just explain that later. But first things first, we want to light up the candle. And that's what I'm going to do right now. Oh. I'm having a little bit of difficulties, but that's okay. Okay. Okay, great. We have the candle lit. Hopefully I didn't burn myself, but now what we're going to do is we're going to have water around the candle. And we're doing this because when we put our container around the candle, we want to make sure that it is completely airtight. And water prevents any air from coming through our container. So I'm just going to put the funnel right above. And as you can see, there's a hole. It's almost like a chimney. The oxygen is coming out, but as you can see, I didn't even have to close the hole because it just went out. So why did it go out? Why did it stop burning? And the answer is very simple. It's because inside the closed container, the oxygen gets used up. And to have a candle burning, it needs heat, it needs fuel, and it needs oxygen. If there's no oxygen, it can't burn. But if it's within the container, it uses up the oxygen, there's no oxygen, so it stops burning. So let's do another experiment. Let's get this a napkin. I don't think that's necessary, it's okay. So we're going to, for our next experiment, we will need a graduated cylinder. We will need a little beaker. Well, technically, it would be preferred if you have a flask, but if you don't have a flask, it's okay. You can use a beaker instead. And, of course, we need matches and a candle. So first things first, we are going to measure 25 milliliters of vinegar. So, like inside our graduate cylinder, of course. So, let's see. Hopefully I can pour this right. I'm making a mess. That should be. Yeah, that should be approximately 25 milliliters. It's okay if you have a little bit over 25 milliliters or under, it's completely all right. So now we have that, and now we're going to light our little candle again. Once again, have one of your parents or guardians do it for you. You do not want to burn yourself. Like I almost did with the first experiment, but okay, so. Okay. That's okay. I'm not the best at lighting matches, but that is completely alright as long as I don't burn myself. This is.
It's all right. We will be relighting the candle as we speak.
Hey, it's okay, guys. Just bear with me for a little bit. Not the best at lighting candles again. Okay. Let's just going to move this away so it doesn't burn out again. Okay, perfect. So we have the candle. Now we're going to put some baking soda into our flask or beaker, doesn't really matter. And there's no really like amount of baking soda that you need. Just like make sure it's plenty. Like you can approximate around 6 tablespoons of baking soda. Well, once again, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure like it's a good hefty amount. Like so. So we have our baking soda in our beaker. And now we're going to tip it sideways a little bit. And we're going to make sure that the candle is like right over it. Like so. That's perfect. And now we're going to be adding, actually wait, I'll add the vinegar first. And then I will quickly tip it over so that it is above the flame. And that is what you want to do in your experiment. So, perfect. Actually, I'll just hold it. Okay. I didn't really let it rest on the tin foil because I was afraid that it was going to spill right over. So you can just like hold it over and you'll get the same exact results. So as you saw, the candle flame went out again. So why did it go out? That is very simple. We created carbon dioxide when we mixed vinegar with baking soda. And because carbon dioxide is dense, denser than air, and what dense means is just it weighs more. So because carbon dioxide is dense, it will fall down. It will fall down, and what it will do is that it will push away the oxygen. You know, it's denser than oxygen, so we'll just push it away. So there's no oxygen around the flame, and because there's no oxygen for the flame to live, it will burn out. So, you know, thank you for coming. Thank you for learning. I hope you enjoyed the experiment. See ya.